Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, y'all? Good morning. How y'all doing? Coffee and tea with me. Let's have some coffee and tea with me this morning. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Yep, it's over, nigga. Yes, it's over. mm, yep. I see somebody got a hangover, headache. Ooh, they had throbbing. You did too much last night, didn't you? I can't talk. Oh, you was hollering like that? Some of y'all had a good old time last night. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? It's summertime. Y'all was at the barbecue, the pool party, the drinks was flowing, the booties was flopping. Ooh, it must have stank. It smelled like, it smelled like a lot of ASS up in that place where y'all was at. Ooh, child, y'all at a pool party. It was a little older there. I smell a little older around the water. But otherwise, all the other stuff, y'all had a good time. Oh, yeah. Seeing people you hadn't seen in a long time. That's the energy I'm picking up. That's cool. I like that. Summertime energy. That's what I'm talking about. Barbecues and beauties and bowls. And yes, yes, yes. I ain't gonna sit here and say a beer or two here. I see the alcohol. I see the weed. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, everybody's in high vibration, you know? Thank you, Spirit. For us doing the come balance. Nice, nice. What's happening here? 401 is 5. That's some kind of change here. This is you. Oh, we got two of them turned up. Here go another one. Awaiting results. So y'all waiting for something. Look, whose spirit I heard? Look. Now I got my shit together. Now when is my shit come? When is my blessing come? I done got my shit together. That's what I'm hearing. I done got my shit together. Now where's my blessing coming in? I'm waiting to see. You know, I'm waiting for, I know I put in the work. I'm waiting for the results. Come on, Spirit. 714 could be significant. 7 and 14 is 7 twice. So some of y'all could be seeing 777. 75. Look, y'all, well-deserved reward. Stop playing. Yes, somebody like, I'm waiting for my I think I deserve that shit. Right? Am I right? Look, it's all coming together. Spirit said it's coming. You got ancestors. You got spirit guides that are watching over you. Yes, yes, you got something special coming. 2 could be significant. Let's take that. Giving and receiving. Come, child. What's this stuff? This. Detach. You had to detach from what? So that you could blossom. You had to detach so that you could blossom. So you're like, okay, I did what was asked of me. I detached. I let everything go. Wow. I let everything go. I released everything so that I could grow. I released everything that was hindering me. Anything that no longer served me, pruned. You were pruning. Look at this. I'm trying to tell you something. The weeds, all that. Anything that was choking the life out of you. Look at innocent red, Rob. Root chakra. You cleaned out your garden. That's what you did. You tilled your soil. You pulled out the roots. You took out any impurities from your soil. Yes, you did. You fertilized it with your spiritual growth, your healing. You replaced the old soil with new thoughts, new ideas, new energy. Right? You took out all those heavy emotions, fear, disappointment, rejection, regret, pain, deception, lies, cheating, all of that, all of those emotions that come with those things. Okay, skip that. That's the outside stuff. We talking about the emotions, your soil, where you have to plant new seeds. And you've planted a whole new seed. Look at your heart. You got a whole new heart. Your heart has been transformed. Look at that. That was the seed. You had to clear out your heart chakra and you had to clear out your root chakra. Yep, you had to clear out your root so that your heart chakra could get nourishment and nutrients from a different source. Come on, Spirit. What we got here? Strengthening bonds. But I feel like this is the bond within yourself. This is the bond with your dark side, the bond with your light side. That's the coming together. When we're in low vibration, our trauma, our pain takes center stage in our life. That's what we react off of. That's how we move. We move from that dark energy, from that pain, from the hurt, from the lie, from the deception, from the, all the things that we were taught that hurt us, that, made us look at people different, right? To make us not trust people, to make us think that everybody's a fucking liar. Everybody says that, and then when I believe them, then they do some shit like this. You feeling me? All that mess. And to recognize, the person that you've been trying to hide. The person that everybody takes advantage of. Trying to hide that part of you, that light, right? Putting the light away and putting the darkness in front as a protective shield. But, like I said, the darkness takes center stage and the darkness wants to run rampant too. The darkness only attracts darkness. Let's keep going. So you had to come to grips with respecting the darkness and why it's there, right? What purpose it served. It's like a trigger. You recognize when, like I said, darkness attracts darkness. You recognize when you see darkness coming towards you, right? But you got your light too that you lean towards, and you know that you are worthy, you are good enough, and you do not have to go into the darkness in order to, feel good about yourself or to get along or to fit in. You balanced in your energy. You're able to stand on your own. You're able to fertilize your own garden. You don't need somebody else to come in and do it for you. I heard the hired help, because that's the hired help. The hired help don't care about you. The hired help only care about getting paid. You understand? Moving on. Number 8. The hired help only cares about getting paid. That's the only purpose. That's the only reason that they're there. You having to emotionally walk away from people, places, and things in your life. This is what you're doing. Balancing out your emotions. I heard channeling your emotions, recognizing your emotions, feeling your emotions, but not sitting in it. Be like, it's like we get hurt or something, we get disappointed in a relationship, all right? And we're hurt by it, right? And some people get mad, some people go find somebody else, some people want to get revenge, some people stalk, whatever. This is about feeling that shit, crying about that shit, right? And most importantly, knowing that you did your best. If you feel like you didn't do something right, then maybe you should make an amends, if that's how you feel, right? But never let it make you feel like you're not good enough, because the person that made a decision for their own benefit, for how they wanted to move in life, that's how you got to see it. That's how they wanted to move. That doesn't mean that you're less than a person or you're not good enough. That's where we got to recognize God's blessings, God's protection. We want people to, that's because there's something inside of us that feels like we need them. No matter how they show up, we just need somebody or something. That's an abandonment issue. This is an issue of somebody wanting a relationship where nobody's ever going to leave them no matter what. That's God. God's the only one that's going to do that for you. That's God. You have to have a relationship with God so when people walk away, they don't take you with them. They go freely. They don't take your soul. They don't take everything, your essence. They don't take your identity with them. You hear me? Take the lead. That's your purpose. Take the lead. You by you doing whatever it is you're doing, other people see you. All right? Other people see you. I promise you, people watch you. Look, go through your darkest fears. People see you. Walk through your darkest fears. Their darkest fears too. And by doing that, you're showing others, by changing their focus, they can change their life. You changed your focus. You took the focus off of the material. You took the focus off of what was happening around you, and you put the focus on yourself. And you had to plant seeds within yourself of, I am enough on my own. I can create whatever I want to create on my own. I can do that by the choices that I make. By the choices that you make. Nobody outside of you can make anything happen for you if you don't make the choice to go in that direction. If you don't make the choice and the necessary steps to start to pursue something, the universe is going to be like, yeah, we thinking about it, you thinking about it, but ain't nobody doing shit. Oh, you want us to send it to you? It don't work like that. The universe is not one way. There ain't no just one wind that's going south all day, every day. Come on, Spirit. Dreams coming true. Things that you thought you could never have. All it takes is for you to initiate it. Let me see. What's an example? I want to learn how to drive. You don't know how to drive. Go learn how to drive. Take the step. Make the appointment. Everything else is going to follow. You're going to be scared, but guess what? It's going to happen anyway. Because you already initiated. So people are going to be coming. They're going to come get you. The appointment's going to be made. You're going to show up. They're going to put you in the fucking car. And you're going to turn the key on. And you're going to put your foot in the gas. And you're going to learn how to fucking drive. That's how it works. You can't see it because you haven't initiated it. You haven't started. You haven't made any effort to go do it. That's why you can't imagine yourself doing it, because you ain't never made that. Listen, that's how shit happens. I swear, there's so many things that I've said, I don't think I could do that, right? And then you go in there and you get started and you get, okay, I'm going to say, for instance, like when I had carpal tunnels. I don't have it anymore. But I had to have surgery on both of my hands. But before that, I had to get injections. I couldn't imagine a fucking needle going in my hand. You hear me? I couldn't imagine that. That shit, it brought on so much fear. And I kept seeing the needle going in my hand. Like, what the fuck? I'm not finna let you do that, right? Then I go to the doctors. They do it. And it happens so fucking quick. And like, look, it's done. You did it. Oh, shit. Right? You did it. Come on, Spirit. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to get at. But that's pretty much how it works when we walk through our fears. That's how it is. It's like, damn, I did that shit. I said no. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel cheap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You walk through your darkest fears. Third eye chakra. Come on, Spirit. Yes. And when you walk through your fears, you get more. You get more information. It's like you build up a resilience. You build up a perseverance. You build up. You condition yourself to be able to, when things are fearful, that you do it anyway. Within reason, right? Come on, I ain't talking about go jump on no fucking plane. Excuse my French. Because I ain't finna do that. Yes, I'm afraid of it, and I'm not finna do it. I don't need that experience. You understand? I don't need that experience. Those are optional things. Okay? Come on, man. Anyway, your third eye is open. You're thinking from a higher level. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're starting to see, like, you're starting to reflect on all the situations that you had to go through, or that you have overcome, that you walked through. Like, you, man, listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, like, being on my own. I ain't never been on my own. If I'm being honest, my first place I got because I had a child. So most of my stability has been around my children, having a resource, having them allow me, more help. It kind of helped me cushion, trying to provide. Now my children are grown and they're on their own, right? I ain't married, I'm divorced, right? And now I'm on my own. And I had to learn how to do this for me. I had no excuse. I didn't have no outs. I didn't have no, crutch. You hear what I'm saying? I had to do this work for Stacy. There ain't no child, ain't no a kid's room. You always have an extra room. Just a lot of other things, but nah, not anymore. This is what I've had to do on my own by myself, and this is the past 4 years. The past 4 years is the first time I've been on my own in my life. Right? In my life. When my children were in my life, I did it for them. You know what I mean? I made sure that, I provided for them. Made sure they had a roof. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it by myself. Me and my father, of course, you know what I'm saying? But for the first time in my life, I had to grow up. I had to grow up, I didn't want to live, having to depend on other people to feel whole. And then when I say that, for me, that's the having, men in and out of my life, in and out of my bed, right? In and out of my home. That don't appeal to me anymore, Having to do this work and the footwork and everything and go through the struggles by myself, that made me respect myself more. That made me, say, like, I put in a lot of fucking work, and I'd be damned if I let some sleazeball come in just to, every fucking thing, and then go, no, I ain't willing to do that shit today. I am not. You know what I mean? So this is the third eye energy. This is, seeing yourself and respecting yourself. And when you do that, you respect other people as well. You respect the fucking struggle. You respect the fucking hustle. It's not easy, but it's doable. You know what I mean? And I had to learn how to be grateful for what I had. I appreciate everything I have. I don't want a whole lot. Because with that comes responsibility. That means I got to go and find a job and shit. I got to find another job and shit. To keep that shit. I learned. To stay within my means. And I'm all right. I'm okay with that because I know where I was when I had everybody in my life. I was fucked up. I'm going to just say it just like that. I was messed up. Base chakra. Root chakra was all messed up. All discombobulated. But I blossomed. When I removed, when I detached, when I stopped behaving, right, in those lower vibrational energies, I was able to to clean my garden. What did I say it was again? Anyway, to clean the soil, right? To uproot and take out any seeds that I no longer wanted growing in my garden, right? That's what we're doing today. Sacral chakra, that's what we're doing today. Right, baby? Yes. How do you feel? You change the way you feel. When you change the way you feel, when you regulate the way you feel, when you learn how to regulate the way you feel, you change your circumstances. You don't allow outside circumstances to dictate what your outcome is going to be, what your direction is going to be. Well, yeah, it could dictate your direction, for sure, right? You know what not to do, but you know you don't let it influence you in your decision making. You can see things, you can see the winds and the knots and the twists of those paths because you've taken those paths. You know what I'm saying? You can see them when they're coming, because once you've experienced something, when it comes up again, it immediately it clicks. You feel it. You know. You be like, hell no, I know what that shit is. Look, joy and stability. What did I say? You learn how to be stable on your own. You walk through your darkest fears. Listen, open up. You got a lot to offer. You have a whole lot to offer. And I feel like, you know, people see that. People see that. You did a lot of work on yourself. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of y'all did a whole, listen, move, spirit. That's a message for somebody. So that you can receive, look at that, so you can find balance. Some of you may have to abandon the garden that you started and look, lead. Didn't we have that again? Look at that. Take the lead. Some of you may have to move because the soil is not good. And that could be an environmental thing. It don't have to be, you know, you. It could be environmental. Like I'm picking up like air quality. All right, something like that. Environmental is a reason you may have to move. It could be making you like physically ill, causing you, right? So Spirit saying embrace the new you, embrace the new life, embrace the new everything that's coming towards you. I heard new world. That's what I heard, new world. Nurture. Look at that. The star. Yes, you are the healing energy, baby. The release and healing begins. You are the healer. Take the lead. You are being called to lead. I think you already know that though. And I'm being called. I don't know. Some of you may be put on a platform. All right, in whatever way that is. Some of you may, but I feel like and for others, you're. I heard you're already doing it. Some of you want to keep a low profile. That's what I heard. And there's nothing wrong with that. But your impact on the world and on the people around you and your community is huge. I just want you to know that. It's much bigger than yourself. Ooh, Spirit saying release that old skin. Release that old skin. You know what? Let me not put limits on anybody. Y'all, listen, go where you're being led. And God is the author. God, you know, it's already written for who you are. A star. You're a star seed. You are from the universe. You are a star. Okay? In your own right. In your own right. However you're leading, however you're guiding, however you're showing up. Somebody's about, I don't know, I keep getting like king, queen energy. Like royalty. Like pastors and preachers and stuff like that. That's what I'm getting. So y'all take it how it resonates. Or some kind of motivational speaker. Man, even a psychic. Look at this. Some of y'all could be psychics. Some of y'all could be shamans. Anyway, that's the message, guys. Let's get y'all a spirituals AF. What's the advice for the collective? It's up to you to find beauty in the ugliest days. Wow. Everyone survives some super shitty days, but even when it comes to those crappiest of crap days, if you look back, you can pretty much always find something beautiful. Maybe someone was unexpectedly kind to you, or for a split second, the startling gold sunset made you forget your life was crumbling. Or perhaps there were donuts with sprinkles at your first AA meeting. The trick is to train yourself to spot the beauty in that very moment, aka real time. It makes the ugly days a little less ugly. Come on now. It's up to you to find the beauty in the ugliest days. All right, y'all, that's your message. I hope y'all enjoyed the message. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.